If you've ever watched a softball game, you might have thought it looked a lot like baseball, but a bit slower and with a bigger ball. That's true, but softball is also its own game, full of unique rules, strategies, and fun. And if you're a beginner, it can feel overwhelming at first. Where do you stand? How do you hit? How do you catch? How do you run the bases without making a mistake? Today, we're going to break it all down in a way that's easy to understand and easy to apply on the field. By the end of this video, you'll know the basic rules of softball, the positions, how to hit, how to throw and catch, the right way to run the bases, and how to stay safe while playing. You'll even get tips on how to improve quickly so you don't feel lost your first time out. What is softball? Softball is a team sport that's very similar to baseball, but it has some key differences. It was invented in the late 1800s as an indoor version of baseball, but over time it evolved into its own sport with outdoor leagues, college competitions, and even international play. The ball in softball is larger than a baseball, typically about 12 inches in circumference, which makes it easier to hit for beginners. The pitch is usually thrown underhand, which makes it easier to catch and track. The field is smaller than a baseball field, which means the game feels faster even though the ball is moving slower. It's a game of skill, teamwork, and strategy, and it's incredibly fun once you start playing. The softball field. The field is made up of several key parts. At the center is the infield, shaped like a diamond, with bases at each corner. There's first base, second base, third base, and home plate. The pitcher stands in the middle of the diamond on a raised area called the pitching mound. The outfield surrounds the infield and is usually grass. The distance between bases in a standard slow-pitch softball field is shorter than in baseball, which makes it easier to reach each base and makes defensive plays faster. The smaller size of the field is great for beginners because you don't need as much strength to make a good throw. The lines that define fair and foul territory are important to know too. If the ball lands outside these lines, it's considered a foul ball and doesn't count for a hit. Positions on the field. There are 9 main positions in softball: pitcher, catcher, first baseman, second baseman, third baseman, shortstop, and 3 outfielders: left, center, and right field. Each position has a specific role, and understanding them helps you know where to stand and what to do during the game. The pitcher is in charge of throwing the ball to the batter. Pitching in softball is underhand, and there are 2 main styles: fast pitch, which is faster and more challenging, and slow pitch, which is slower and easier for beginners. The catcher stands behind home plate, ready to catch balls the batter misses. They also communicate with the pitcher to plan pitches and guide the defense. The infielders, first base, second base, third base, and shortstop handle ground balls, field hits, and make plays to get runners out. Shortstop is usually considered the most versatile infield position because the player needs to cover a lot of ground. The outfielders cover the grass beyond the infield. Their job is to catch long hits and prevent the ball from getting past them. Outfielders need speed, good judgment, and the ability to throw the ball back to the infield accurately. How to bat. Hitting the ball can feel intimidating at first, but with practice, it becomes one of the most satisfying parts of softball. First, grip the bat correctly. Hold it firmly, but not so tight that your arms get tense. Place your dominant hand on top of the other hand, and keep your elbows relaxed. Your stance should be balanced with knees slightly bent and weight on the balls of your feet. When you swing, don't try to hit the ball as hard as possible. Instead, focus on making contact and following through smoothly. Watch the ball closely as it comes toward you, and try to hit the sweet spot in the center of the bat. Slow-pitch softball is easier for beginners because the ball comes at a slower speed, giving you more time to adjust your swing. Fast pitch requires more timing and quick reflexes. One key tip is to always finish your swing in a controlled way. Don't flail the bat or twist your body too much. Good technique makes hitting more consistent and helps you avoid injury. Catching and throwing are essential skills in softball. For beginners, start with the basics. Keep your glove open and ready. Watch the ball all the way into your glove and move your feet toward the ball. If you're catching a ground ball, get in front of it and scoop it up. For fly balls, position yourself under it and use both hands to secure the catch. Throwing is just as important. Use your body, not just your arm. Step toward your target with your opposite foot, rotate your hips, and release the ball in a smooth motion. Accuracy matters more than power, especially for beginners. With consistent practice, you'll quickly notice improvement. Running the bases. Running the bases might seem simple, just run in a diamond shape, but there's more to it than that. Always keep your eyes on the play and the ball. If the ball is caught in the air, you might need to stop and return to your original base. When advancing to the next base, run in a straight line and slide only if necessary. Sliding incorrectly can cause injuries or get you out. Know when to take risks. If you think you have enough speed to reach the next base safely, go for it. If not, stay put. Smart base running makes a big difference in your overall success. The rules you should know. Softball has some basic rules every beginner should understand. Each team takes turns batting and fielding. When you're batting, you try to hit the ball and run around all 4 bases to score a run. The fielding team tries to get you out by catching the ball, tagging you, or touching the base before you reach it. You get 3 outs per inning, and then teams switch roles. Games usually last around 7 innings. There are rules about balls, strikes, and fouls too. In slow pitch, the ball must arc high in the air during a pitch, and strike zones are a bit different than in fast pitch. Knowing these rules keeps the game flowing and helps you avoid mistakes that can cost your team points. Softball is generally safe, but like any sport, safety is important. Always wear proper gear, a helmet when batting, a glove for fielding, and supportive shoes. Make sure you warm up before playing to prevent muscle strains. Pay attention to where other players are on the field to avoid collisions. Safety might seem obvious, but beginners sometimes overlook it in the excitement of the game. Softball is a fantastic game for beginners because it combines skill, teamwork, and strategy in a way that's easy to pick up but hard to master. By understanding the field, the positions, how to hit, catch, throw, and run bases, you set yourself up for a much better experience. Remember to practice, communicate, stay safe, and most importantly, have fun. If you liked this video, hit the like button and subscribe for more beginner-friendly sports tutorials. Let me know in the comments which part of softball you're most excited to try first, hitting, catching, or running the bases. Softball is a game everyone can enjoy, and your journey starts with a single swing at the ball.